Hello everyone, how's it going? In this video, we're gonna take a look at the underground again. Last video we worked on Orange's starting area, and just taking a look at the underground, we can see that Purple actually has very easy access to 1 town, 2 towns, 3 towns, whereas Orange doesn't really have any towns nearby. He can fight for Purple over this town here, but considering that Purple has 2 additional towns, and considering that this town is pretty much dead center in the map, and Green is going to be able to fight for it as well, it doesn't really leave Orange at a well-balanced location. So what I want to do is I want to delete this castle away, and I want to slightly expand this area up in here and place a neutral town in there. I'm not going to give it anything to work with because this is easily the shortest distance between any 2 towns on the map. So Orange is going to have a castle advantage, but he'll be castle rich and resource poor, whereas everyone else will have some actual resources to work with. So with that, why don't I just go ahead and start finishing up Purple's area. I've already got the resource generation going, and I guess next up would be creature dwellings. Like I said, he does have kind of a positional advantage. He can get to each of these underground gates pretty easily. So he can challenge all game, and he does have quick access to 2 towns, although one of them will be in constant contention. So he's going to need some troops. He'll be fighting all game. So what I'm thinking for creature dwellings is that I'll give him level 2. And what else? 4, 5, or 6. Let's give him a 5. Only has to fight for a 5. Let's give him a 4. Okay. So I've got 2 dwellings. Let's go ahead and get a So we got the roads. I think I'm going to move this dwelling up there. As far as brush, I'll just throw a little bit in there just to give it some texture and something like that. And it doesn't really work. Subterranean. Okay. That looks pretty good. I'll probably add a little bit of brush right in here. Now you can run either down here, or you can run up here. So now you got running space everywhere. Let's put a learning stone on the road, and So you're going to be fighting all games. So I'll give you... spell power, and I'll give you attack. Okay. Go ahead and guard all of these and have it resourced up. Level 1, level 1, level 3, level 2, level 2. I need to add in, because otherwise someone can run up and grab it right there without having to fight this monster, so I just need to put some mushrooms down, right like that, and right like that. Okay. So I need resources now. I'll place down my resources right there, right there, there, right there, and right there. Okay. Let's take a look at the other starting areas just to see what I'm missing. Artifacts, I know I'm missing those. Other than that, I think I have everything, so give me an artifact 3 right in here. Give me an artifact 2 up here. And I'll even put a... just put the monster in front. And then I need 2 artifact level 1s on the road. So I'll put one right here. And I'll put one right here. Okay. So I'll guard you with a level... What's everyone else? This is an artifact 2, guarded by level 3. This is an artifact 2, guarded by level 1. An artifact 2, guarded by level 2. So I have been very inconsistent. There's a level 2, I'll guard it with level 2. Level 3, I'll guard it with level 4. And now I just need to place in some miscellaneous guarded treasure chests so that he can actually get some experience going, and then we'll be pretty good for purple starting area. So let's see where I can sneak in a treasure chest. I can put one back here. I can put one right here. So I'll put a level 1, level 1, level 1. Okay, so I'll just put some resources down. Put another level 1 right in here, and I got some room up in here, so why don't I load that down with resources and guard it, something worth guarding. And level 3 is a bit strong. I don't really have any level 3s in here though. A lot of level 1s, unfortunately. Okay. So that is purple's starting area. I'm pretty happy with that. So that will cover all of the starting areas. So now all I need to do is go into the map specifications, player specifications, and tell it to generate a hero at each town. And I'll make it so that a player can be any of them. And I'll say OK. Okay, so that's all 6 of my starting areas. So the next part of this build is to look at the neutral areas, which will obviously take up most of the rest of the build here. And specifically what we want to look at is my high conflict area, which is looking like it's going to be the winter area in here. And I might even have some high conflict in this grass. Just depends on the pathing, because tan can come across, green can come across, and purple can come up in here. So technically this is going to be high conflict. I'm not expecting it to be as high conflict, especially because purple could also come kind of out and down this way. So this could be either high conflict or it could just be a miss altogether. And I'm fine with it being variable like that. But what I do need to look at is how there's an entrance there, there's going to be an entrance there, and there's going to be an entrance there. So this winter area is definitely going to be high conflict. And what I want to do, just to encourage the conflict in this area, is I'm going to put some roads in here. Something like that. And then you're going to be something like that. I'm going to have to fix that. Okay. Just connect you up. And then I will go ahead and delete some of these off so I can get a neutral area or a entryway. So I got those two, I've got the garrison, and then down here and I got my area down here. So obviously I have some less traveled areas that red will be able to take advantage of. And I've got the high travel areas in here, and I'm going to design it so that you can easily either run the path, whichever way you decide to go. You can even run underground. Or I want you to be able to choose whether you're going to split off from each of these entryways. So I'm going to reward people that come up to these corners and then run around the inside and the outside and avoid the road through the middle here. What I also want to do is I want to really up the ante here. I wanted to make it just really chaotic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a monolith one-way exit right in the middle there. I'm still debating whether the entrances are going to be all the way up in the corners or whether they're going to be a little bit closer to each of the towns. Maybe I'll put them up in these areas in the four corners, but they're all going to come out right here, and then I'm going to use the Eye of the Magi on the one-way entrances so that you know if someone's about to jump into the middle here. So I'm trying to set up a lot of ambushing potential right in the middle of the map. So for players that actively engage with the combat right in the middle, they're going to be rewarded, and I'm trying to encourage a lot of constant fighting. So this should be pretty interesting. I'm not going to build roads in this area here. It's a small enough area that by the time you run up in here and you either run around the outsides or you just run up the middle and through, you've covered a good percentage of it. So visibility won't be that difficult, and I'm probably going to have plenty of redwood observatories in both of these areas just to have them set up. Now, as far as low conflict is concerned, I'm going to have low conflict in here from red. I'm going to have low conflict up here from red. I'm going to have low conflict here for blue, and here for blue. This area up in here is theoretically low conflict, but red is going to have a shipyard and blue is going to have a shipyard. Blue actually has a shipyard that he can take all the way up in here. So these areas here are kind of a medium conflict. They're not as easy as you would think, but they'll still be pretty decently separated. Tan has a low conflict area here, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this area in here. I might do a monolith two-way, just so that I don't even have to open that up to anyone. Or I could make it so that you can only run through this vertically and you can't access Tan's starting area from here. This area, low conflict. This area will be pretty high conflict because that is where purple's going to run up, or purple's going to run up in here and come into this area here. So I'm expecting these two circles to be random, but probably medium. So we've got medium and medium. This is all medium conflict in here. So green's low conflict is going to be probably this corner back in here. And then I would imagine this stuff in here is where blue, green, and then orange are going to be fighting. So that's a pretty messy map of what I'm expecting. So let's redo that again. Low, medium, medium, low, low, medium, low, low, high, medium, medium, low, 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 very high. That'll be high. So, if you remember back to my ideal starting, or if that video hasn't come out yet, the idea here, the reason why I'm labeling these all low, medium, and high. Low areas, you typically want resource generation, creature generation, stat boosting, questing, all of your pure player versus environment objects. High areas, and very high, this is where you want your stables for your movement boosting. It's where you want your moral boosting. It's where you want your luck boosting buildings. You want a good amount of randomness. You want some very highly valuable mines in there. Like I might put a couple of gold mines in there just to encourage people to constantly fight in that area. This is more about preparing for battle, and this is all about making sure your heroes are in tip-top shape. Magic wells, max moral, max luck, Plenty of vision, plenty of movement. Medium, I have some freedom with how I set those up, whether it's low or high, and it's based probably on where heroes end up running. So I'm going to leave the medium areas to last, most likely. And as I lay out this map, what I choose to put in each area can change. So the importance of each area will probably change. I'm not too worried about it right now. I'm probably going to start by just filling up all the low priority areas, just to see what I end up putting in those areas. The underground, I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this. I'll probably just load it up with all kinds of stat boosting and creature boosting. And then one last thing that I want to mention in this video is that I'm going to allow a handful of these buildable artifacts into my map, and I'm going to put all of their pieces into the map. So I definitely want Angelic Alliance. It's going to be an extra large map. There are going to be a lot of extra castles. I haven't built the extra towns yet, but I'm going to put a lot more in there. But you can see that there are 6 artifacts necessary, and I want to spread those 6 artifacts over the map. And I want to put them in areas where I'm expecting heroes to not only pick them up, but then go fight other heroes with them, so that not only is it are the pieces in play, but by losing a hero fight, you're putting yourself at considerable risk of allowing someone else to form a buildable artifact. But that's all going to start in the next video, and I actually do more of a top-down. You'll see it starting the next video, but that's all the time I have for now. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.